what motivates me on a daily basis. As my experience in life, 37 years so far, with family, business, politics, friendships, has grown, it is by my belief and my firm belief that this part of the country has been consistently neglected. Neglected by successive governments of all parties, including our own. In contrast, the East Coast agenda has gone from strength to strength, and this has not served the purpose of the people of this part of the country, of Sligo North Leitrim and the wider Northwest region. What I want is what you want. What we want is simply that our children can grow up in this part of the country, that they can have education in this part of the country, recreational facilities in this part of the country, health facilities in this part of the country, and that when they're finished their education, they may have a reasonable opportunity to gain employment in this part of the country, and not just be consigned to go to Galway, Dublin, London, Canada or beyond. As part of my new approach, I intend to develop policies that suit Sligo and Leitrim and this part of the country, as well as the nation as a whole. No more is there a need for manifestos to be centrally developed on an East Coast and sold by candidates from all parties to people in this part of the country. Why can't we develop the policies and impose them on those of the rest of the country rather than accept theirs? Most importantly, I want to make sure that those policies are effectively communicated to central government and, much more importantly, are implemented by central government. As you know, people don't want the same old-style politics. It's not about talk or writing letters or the paper trail of having made a representation anymore. It's about getting things done. And I remember when the Rally Ireland project started in 2004, and it was mooted here in Sligo and indeed in Dublin that we might mount a bid to stage the World Rally Championship in Ireland. And they laughed heartily at the concept of a small country like Ireland winning a bid, mounting a bid, much less winning it, much less again staging it in the peripheral northwest of the country. Yet many of us, and I certainly, never lost hope, never lost heart, and raised this issue and pursued it at the highest level of decision makers in government and indeed in sport around the world until it was achieved. Indeed, I will recall vividly jogging along the corridors of Leinster House, because it was the only way you could get to see the bull, to call him, John O'Donoghue, to try and say, look, this is a very good project, let's do it, it'll be good for Ireland. But no, eventually we won. As soon as we won it, Brian Cowan said to me one day in Leinster House, can it be moved? I said, no, it cannot be moved. I'm very proud to have been part of a winning team that delivered 800 million television viewers through Rally Ireland, put Ben Bulben and Mullockmore all over the world. More people watched that closing stage in Mullockmore that year than watched the Rugby World Cup final, than watched the singles at Wimbledon. And that was achieved by Sligo initiative, by Sligo people with the Sligo backdrop, and the northwest of Ireland with the other counties also participating around here, obviously Leitrim, of course, Donegal and West Cavan. It brought 50 million in benefits in terms of finances to the area, and 250,000 people spectated. That event proved we can be world leaders here in the Northwest. And I intend to take that same hard-nosed, innovative approach to many other areas to deliver for the people in this part of the country. As you know, I received a massive vote of confidence for this new approach by the new Fianna Fáil leader, Micheál Martin, this week, when he invited me to join the Fianna Fáil front bench. This is not only a tremendous personal honour, but also the rightful recognition that the people living here in this part of the country need strong, passionate, energetic political representation, and they deserve it too. I've been given is vitally important for Ireland, but particularly here in the Northwest. The tourism sector employs 250,000 people and is responsible for bringing more than 4 billion in foreign revenue to our shores every year. My plan is to grow both of these figures, with the Northwest playing a significant role in driving that forward. I start this important role with no preconceived ideas, simply that I want to develop new and an innovative approach to the industry. Therefore, I'll be inviting everybody working or associated with the sector, including the consumers and customers, to give me their views. I'll be open to all views and submissions, of all, in particular, if an idea can help create local jobs in local communities, particularly here in the Northwest. Agriculture has always been an important issue, as I said at the convention, if any of you were there the other night, in the Mac Sharry household. And I know Jerry Queenan from the ICSA and many of you are members of the IFA are here this evening. And I want to assure you that I intend to continue in the proud family tradition that we have in prioritising the small farmer. I know we have tough days ahead with the Common Agricultural Policy reforms looming in Brussels in the coming year, but I won't be found wanting in ensuring that the small man gets looked after. My support for Sligo Hospital is well known, and I was very clear with the new leader of Fianna Fáil last week when he addressed the delegates at our convention.